everyone, it's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos using products that are new to me, or just need a little bit more love in my collection. Today I'm going to be using products that need more love in my collection, talking a little bit about slowing down for fall, and we'll see where this takes us. So if you're interested, please keep watching. I am actually a little bit ahead on my filming today, so I'm filming on Sunday, sitting down, ready to get back to doing my makeup. And like I said, I am just going to be using all products that need more love in my collection, and just feeling like I need to slow down a little bit. There's a lot going on personally in my life, and just obviously in the world there's a lot going on. Personally, I've been feeling a little bit of anxiety, and that's when I realize I need to just take a breath and look at the things that I've been incredibly lucky to have in my life. And I'm just going to reflect a little bit on that while I put on some of my most loved products. So first of all, as per usual, skincare, sunscreen, done my brows, I've primed my lids, I've primed my face, and I am going to go in with the Danessa Myricks Colorfix stick. I'm going to use the metallic side, so this one is in Cassiopeia. This is number 5 of the Colorfix sticks. And this one does have a little bit of a cooling sensation on the lids, but it's never really bothered me. We are heading into fall here where I live in the Northern Hemisphere. And yesterday I can say was a truly pumpkin spicy day. I went to a bookstore, I went to Trader Joe's, I bought a book with pumpkin spice in the title, and then I went to Trader Joe's and bought all the pumpkin spice items I could find. And I don't know, I just had a really beautifully relaxing day. I found a new coffee shop that was just absolutely gorgeous, and it was just really a beautiful day. And I feel like today I just want to take some time and slow down and just be in my own home for a little while. I'll take a walk if I need to, if I really just need to get rid of some anxiety, but mostly I just want to focus on reading some books and, again, playing with my own makeup and not having to endlessly scroll through the infinity pool apps and going down the rabbit hole and all of that. So this is the Ombré Essentielle in Latte Frappe from Chanel. It is just a nice little single. And I am really looking forward to as you can tell, I'm really just looking forward to diving into fall. I cannot wait for cooler temperatures. We have had a little bit of a heat spike here this weekend. It's been about 80 degrees all weekend, and it has been a little bit uncomfortable just because I'm not used to that. I was used to about a week or two of cooler temperatures, things finally calming down. But we are back up into the 80s again this weekend, which I think some people are just like ecstatic about that, and that's cool. But also I'm just kind of hoping for cozier weather where I can wear my sweatshirt and go for long walks in the breeze. And I'm being very romantic about my life. I get it, but I take my quiet moments where I can get them recently, because we all know life can be a bit of chaos. So anyway, I just want to make a point to just be at home, not online shop, not spend too much money. You know, I might end up going to a coffee shop if I really need it. I love my coffee shops. I love having a quiet space to be when the neighborhood gets a little bit too loud and I don't feel comfortable in my own space. I just need to get away for a while. I'm trying to just practice dealing with disruption and not letting it ruin my whole day. So that's what I plan on doing today, and hopefully getting some more pages read, and maybe not thinking about buying new notebooks or buying new makeup or buying new books because I already have plenty. I've been buying a lot of books lately, and you know, you start to feel a little bit of anxiety when you get really enthusiastic for a thing again, and so you kind of dive headlong into that, and then you start accumulating things, and then personally for me, I just start feeling a little bit of, well, not a little bit, a lot of anxiety about things piling up, and then I go into this mode where I just want to purge everything in my house and throw everything away, and I don't want to do that. I just need to do a little bit of cleaning, normal, everyday cleaning, not a huge purge of things in my collection. And, you know, sweeping, picking up, making things look a little bit more orderly so that my life feels a little bit orderly, a little bit more orderly. You know, cleaning up my vanity, putting things back where they need to be so they're not all over the place, stacking my books so that they look nice, picking up stray clothes that have just ended up on the floor or here, there, and everywhere, doing a little bit of laundry, doing the dishes, and you know, that's when I have to make myself slow down and do things one at a time so it doesn't seem like a huge list of things I need to do, because when I start listing them out like that, then I just want to walk out the door and never come back. I did have a little bit of a breakthrough this week where I was able to just sort of talk and get some stuff off my chest, and it really helped, and I have been feeling a lot lighter lately, a lot less alone, a lot less burdened by my own thoughts, and it's really just been a nice place to be, to just allow myself to be in my own space and to appreciate what I have around me, and just to feel a sense of completeness that I don't often feel. I have been more successful recently at, again, just allowing myself to slow down and not have to deal with, again, my anxiety by buying things or avoiding things or purging things. And it's a practice that I really just want to continue. And, you know, we all have different phases. You have a good week, you have a bad week, you have a good day, you have a bad day. And lately I've just been having some really good days and trying to continue that. And again, just appreciating my life for what it is and using what I have, putting things back in order for myself so that my life makes a little bit more sense, and not having to go out and get new things just because I feel like that next new thing is what's going to fix all the problems, because I've had enough experience in my life to know that that's just not going to happen. And I say all this knowing that, you know, yesterday I went out and I did spend a bit of money, but I wasn't just, you know, I didn't buy 10 books, I bought one. I didn't buy the whole store at Trader Joe's. I spent less than $100, and you know, it's all things that I will be actually consuming and actually making use of. And I've already gotten 100 pages into my new book, which is awesome. And I am enjoying the places that like I said, I enjoyed discovering a brand new coffee shop. I enjoyed just making a plan, sticking to it, and then coming home and just having a good evening in. So I don't know, I've just been feeling a little bit of calm lately, But once I feel calm, I also start again to feel a little bit of anxiety building, and I just want to have better ways to deal with that. And so I don't know if this is making sense to you. I'm just trying to deal with my own issues as a person, and hopefully you can maybe relate a little bit and understand why sometimes I'll put out videos where I want to buy 10 new things and then I don't end up buying them, and then sometimes I will come back a couple weeks later and I will have bought like 2 or 3 new things when I said I wasn't going to buy anything. So it's an up and down process. I am a human being and I am just trying to deal with life in ways that help me to cope, and sometimes that is shopping. Nothing like a bright red lip for just sitting around the house, but I've really been enjoying this look lately. So this is the finished look, red lip and all. Hopefully I don't have red lipstick on my teeth. Hang on. Oh, it seems to be okay. So anyway, this is going to be it for today. Thank you for sitting down with me and listening to a little bit of my nonsense, letting me slow down a little bit, appreciating where I'm at and why I have not brought new things into my channel lately. But again, I just needed a little bit of time to reflect and just use my makeup and sit down and talk to you. And I really appreciate all of your comments. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your viewpoints. And just thank you so much for being here. I will have all of the products on my face listed in the description down below. They are all favorites and you've seen them all on my channel before. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome. All of them would be deeply, deeply appreciated. And I will see you in the next one.